Okay, guys and gals, welcome back to another Gemini scale models. Anyhow, in my last video I told you that I did the first coat of gloss on here and I was really not satisfied with the way it was looking, so I decided to watch a bunch of videos and get a bunch of help from you guys, and all your help is also terrific stuff. Anyhow, what I did now, because you can see it's a bit more, see if I can get this up here a little bit so you guys can actually see it. You can see the light in there, but it also looks like it's got a lot of orange peel, I guess you would call that. But the gloss is definitely a lot better than it was. Now, how did I get to that point? Well, after watching a bunch of you guys' videos, and everybody is saying to wet sand, wet sand, wet sand, and to be honest with you, I am a little intimidated by doing wet sanding. Oops, sorry about that. Oh no! Hold on, guys. My conglomeration here just kind of went nutso. Alright. But now that'll be good enough. Anyhow, like I was saying, if this thing holds up now without crashing on me again. Yeah, I'll put you right there. Now stay. Don't move. I used... Actually, hold on. Let me go get the materials I used. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Anyhow, I always thought that compound was like the ultimate fine sanding before you wax or polish a car. So that's what I did. On the first coat of clear that I put on here, I compounded the entire car and put a second coat of clear on it, which is what you see now. Now, like I said, I was intimidated about doing the wet sanding, but I did practice a little bit on my 66 Nova that I'm doing with that mango paint on it, and I did do a little wet sanding. So what I'm going to do now is, if you guys can see that, it's 15,000. I am going to go ahead and do a little wet sanding here. And I hope that it turns out okay. Now hold on. I got a paper towel right here. Alright. Now there was a procedure I watched from Brian over at BG Model Works on how he got a gloss, really glass finish on a model that he's working on. So part of this is his video. So right here I have water with a little bit of dish soap in there just to give it a little bit more slippiness. Take my finger and I'm going to go ahead and wet this. And let's see, again, I'm really nervous about this guy. So here we go. LED strip light that goes around my work area, and what you're seeing right there is one part of the strip lighting. So it looked like it did smooth it out a bit more. So I'm going to continue. The trunk deck is going to be kind of hard to get to. So do the same thing, give it a little moisture, and we'll go ahead and do this. I have to go this way because it's too small for the other way. Now Brian's procedure, he did a lot of steps with a lot of different chemicals. I guess you call chemicals, cleaning compounds. And when he was finished, I'll tell you what, you could come here. I'm not looking for that type of finish right now, I'm just looking for a nice clean paint. And looking at the trunk deck, it looks to be better. I can still see some. I've got to do that one again. But the roof is looking a lot better. Still not the gloss that I want, but I think after I do the next coat of clear, it'll be better. So I'll keep working on this trunk a little bit. I don't think, other than compound, there's any grits of sandpaper that are smaller than 15 thousandths. The trunk, the hood, I mean the roof. The roof looks good. I don't know if you guys can actually see the difference in there, but that hood is looking really good. I mean, you can see lots of good reflection in there right now. And the trunk deck, reflection is there, but I still see a little bit of, looks like orange peel. So I'm going to work on the rest of the body for now. Just go over this because the sides look good also. I mean, the first coat of clear laid down really nice. I'm just not happy with the gloss. So we'll just go ahead and do the entire vehicle, and then I'll hit it with another gloss. I can see. I know it's hard to see it on the camera, but I can see the difference that it's making. I mean, look at the shot of the hood right there. And then the side. Let's see if I can get a good shot of the side there. There you go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, that's looking... Sorry guys, but I'm getting really proud of myself for doing this because, like I said, I was always intimidated by doing this. But the trick is, what I've learned is you gotta let the paint gas out. And so, I think I'm gonna like this model when it's finished. Anyhow, I'm gonna do the rest of this on this trunk deck. See if I can get some of that orange peel at it. I might have to go to a stiffer sandpaper, like maybe an 8 or a 10,000. Try and get most of that out. But in actuality, it does not look too bad. I mean, look. Yeah, there you go. There's the strip lighting on the trunk deck. Definitely made a difference doing the wet sanding. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish doing the wet sanding on this, and then I'll go ahead and hit it with another gloss coat, and we'll see what that looks like. So stay tuned, and we'll see you probably tomorrow. Bye for now. Okay guys, we are back. Now, what you're looking at is another coat of clear on this Camaro body. It looks really good. The more I do it, the more the more of a gloss I'm getting. I'm going to show you this. Look at that. Doesn't that look cool? Yeah. Look at the metal flake in there. Anyhow, it's been about 36 hours since I've done the last clear coat, and I am going to go ahead and give it a wet sand. But I am not going to do that on camera because I did the previous wet sand on camera. I am going to do it, and I'll bring you back. And if I like the way it looks, we will start doing some polishing and waxing and all that stuff. So stay tuned. We'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, boys and girls, we are back, and I did my next wet sand on here, and I gotta say, I think that that's looking really, really good. I mean, look at the reflection in there. That's pretty good in my opinion from what it was to what it is. So, because it looks the way it does, I'm going to go ahead and continue on with the process of getting this car to shine. So, the next thing I'm going to do with this is I'm going to be doing some compound on it, and then I'm going to do a polish on it. And so, let's get ready for that. Be right back. Alright guys, this is after the final wet sanding, and I think I'm doing pretty good. See that? I mean, there's a little bit of fuzz around those lights, but you know what? This is my first model that I'm actually doing all the work to get a nice looking model. So I'm really happy with that. As far as it was when I first put the first coat of clear on there, it was almost like a semi-gloss. Anyhow, the next step we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do a compound. To me, a compound is the final ultimate grit of sanding. So, let's see. I want to get a little cup or something to put this into. Let's see, that one, 30. There we go. So I'm just going to put just a little bit in this cup. Just like that. That was a tip from Brian also. So, he also said he uses the applicator that we were born with, and that's our finger. So he just dips his finger into the stuff and just condenses. Now I hope this works, man. Because like I said, this is the very first time I'm doing anything like this. So, and I don't feel, if any grit, it's so fine that I could just barely feel it. And we'll rub it down the side there a little bit. Make sure I get up around the windows. Down this side a little bit. Alright. Hit the trunk a little bit also. And then after we do the top surface, we'll do the side surface. And then there'll be one more step after this. Yeah, maybe more to clean out all the joints. Let's clean my finger off. And we'll let that set up for a minute. And we're going to use this wiping cloth, as they call it. And we'll see what kind of progress we're making on that. I'll have a sip of my coffee while we're waiting. Gazi wants to join in. Oh, Ralphie, he gets nosy. He wants to see what's going on. Yeah, let's move that out of the way. Alright, we've got a little bit of a haze going on there. And so what we're going to do now is just take my wiping rag and put it around the finger, maybe. And we're just going to rub it off. Okay guys, I did a complete body compound on here, and I'm going to be honest with you, there is still a little bit of haze in there, and I'm not going to worry about that for now. This is my first model that I've done a complete paint job from primer all the way up to what you see right now. So the only thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put a coat of polish on this. And I'm going to call this body good, other than decals, which I'll probably do in this video also. The hood gets decals, and the trunk deck's going to get decals. So for me, like I said, being my first model, I am happy with the results I got so far. And we'll see what the polish does in a little bit. So stay tuned. We will be back shortly. Alright, guys and gals, we are back. And actually, my room is totally without lights right now. The only lights I have is the ones I told you about, my strip lighting that goes around the work area. This is the car so far after all the wet sanding. And you can see it's got a pretty nice gloss on there. But I did do this, I did polish the sides. As you can see, nice and pretty. Look at that. So now, I'm going to show you what I used and what I did for the top and the trunk deck. Basically, this is another Meguiar's product. And it's called the Ultimate Polish. And Gloss Enhancer. Wow, okay, let's see if it enhances the gloss. So again, I'm just going to use my finger to put it on here. And we're just going to rub-a-dub-dub. I put down the seat pillars also, because I didn't do those yet. And I just don't feel any grit whatsoever. It's perfectly smooth. Alright, and now I'll do the trunk. And in case you're wondering why the hood's got tape on it, because that's where the decal's going to go, and I didn't think it was necessary to wet sand all of that down there. So, alright. I tell you, I am pretty excited about this because, like I said, this is the first one, and I'm learning. I'm learning how to do it. You know, I listened to all you guys' advice, which was awesome, and I thank everybody for all the advice they were giving me. But yeah, so we'll let that set up for a minute. And again, I'm going to be using this soft wipe-off towel. I don't know. Wax towel, whatever it's called. The hood and the roof still got, I don't know if you really call it orange peel, and I don't know if what I'm looking at is actually the metal flake. I don't know. It looks good to me. It's got a gloss, but when you put a light on this, it's still got a little bit of haze around it. And I've done several wet sands on it. Even went down to 12,000. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and start wiping this off. Now the way Brian did it, he did it with a Dremel tool and a buffing wheel. And I could do that because I do have one already set up. So let's see how it's going to work. Hey, you know what, guys? I'm going to just go ahead and finish this, clean all of this off, and then bring it back when it's done. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Sorry for all that extra noise there, fellas. Anyhow, again, I am in a dark room, only lit by my LED strip lighting, and I have the blinds open just a bit to let some daylight in here. And the reason why I'm doing that is because the lights I have in here just don't show off what I want you guys to see. So, anyhow, this is everything. It's all polished up. And let's see if we can get the lights to work. First of all, look at the front fenders. They got a nice shine in there, and we'll move up to the roof. You know what, and this stupid bar is in the way of my lights. Anyhow, see the light there, and we'll travel all the way down onto the trunk, and then over to the side, and then back over this side to there. There you go. Anyhow, if you guys watched my last video, I had the interior all done. So this car is ready for the next assembly point, which is marrying the glass and the interior bucket and the chassis. And once I do that, well, actually I think I got to start putting some chrome on here before I put the car together. So I'll probably do that in the next video. I'll probably finish up the body and start putting it together in the next video. Anyhow, with all that being said, hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video. And as always, your questions, comments, inputs, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Gemini, excuse me, Gemini scale model out for now.